Oh my gosh, I can't believe there's a couple people on here. That surprises me. First time live ever. Um, so I just wanted to let everyone know what's going on right now as we speak. There's a special session of the Utah Legislature, and they are working to dismantle Prop 2, which is our medical marijuana bill that we voted for, won by 53%. And the LDS Church got involved. They had lobbyists there to rewrite it, essentially. And what they're trying to do to it is take away the grow your own, which will make it take a couple more years before anyone will really have access to it. The other major change they want to make to what we voted for was to, oh, hi, Tuffy, make it so only doctors could prescribe it. So nurses and physician assistants will not be able to subscribe the medical marijuana, which is also something that's very limiting to people, especially in rural areas. Hey, I'm also testing out new sound. And so if anyone's there who can comment, if you can hear me okay, that would be really good if you could do that. Yeah, so just really wanted to get that out there. Anyone who wants to tweet to, just tweet about it. Tweet it to Governor Herbert or any of the state legislatures. Jim DeBacchus has been a really helpful person bringing this information out. He's fighting to keep Prop 2 in its original form. Rocky Anderson, our former Salt Lake City mayor, is fighting really hard to try and keep this legislation intact with Truce, which is a Utah group supporting medical marijuana, and also the Epilepsy Association of Utah. They really, really want to keep it intact. And they have said actually this morning that if they destroy the bill, that they are not going to, or they will sue Utah, and the church should not be involved in making our legislation for the bill. We voted on it. We voted on a specific bill. We voted for medicinal marijuana that we could have. There was grow your own. If you're 100 miles away from a dispensary, there was so many things. You'd be able to get it from a PA or a nurse, which is what most rural areas rely upon. There's not enough doctors as it is. You can hardly get in to see a doctor. Most places you have to go to see a nurse or a physician's assistant. There's just not enough doctors to go around. So that would really restrict it. And I think the whole idea of it is to restrict it as much as possible. And that is mostly because of the church. I mean, they spoke out against it when we first voted on the initiative or signed the petition to get the initiative on the ballot, and they spoke out against it. They put letters out to their members of the church, and there's a lot of even members of the church that know how valuable this is. I was in a focus group here in Utah with several other people, and they were all different backgrounds politically, independents, Republicans, and Democrats. And there was not one person in that focus group that was against the medical marijuana. And they want it available now because many of those people have people. It would help. It would help me extremely because I have really bad anxiety problems. I mean, just the fact that I'm doing this is a miracle. This is really hard, but I'm really passionate about doing the right thing and getting information out that's not necessarily all over our news. Our news does a really crappy job of getting information out to people. So it's kind of important to me to get this stuff out. So anyway, people out in rural areas aren't going to be able to get it. If they grow their own, then they'd have it available a lot sooner than the 2-3 years it's going to take them to get the system put together. And the fact that it's supposed to be a state run, only big companies are going to be able to get in there and do the selling it. they're going to make it so you have to have any of the buds in blister packs. So that eliminates any small business person from getting in there. And this is supposed to be a small government conservative state. And I don't see how that helps a small business take advantage of new legislation to, I don't know, to build industry, to build up small businesses and have shops where they can really innovate it, at a small level. And it doesn't give little people the opportunity, it only gives big pharmacy types the opportunity. And that's kind of important. So, sorry, I'm nervous as hell. And yeah, usually I pre-record and then post, but yeah, I have to break into this live thing eventually, I guess, if I'm going to do this. Hopefully the sound is okay. I can't tell. Kind of new. But anyway, that's pretty much it. But keep an eye on Jim Dukakis. He's on Twitter, and he had an earlier live stream on Facebook. He's there now. He's the Utah senator that is really, really supportive of Prop 2. So please follow him and just tweet like crazy. Call your representatives if you're here in Utah and see what we can do. Hopefully we can save it, but it's going down today. We've had legal medical marijuana for 2 days and they want to take it away in this special session. So anyway, thanks for putting up with my very first live stream, and y'all have a very good day. We'll talk to you soon.